Okay, so my name is Olha. I'm 26. So study of field of my study is high frequency metamaterials, and current location at now it's Kharkiv National University of Radioelectronics, PhD position there, and memberships. It's a chapter in Ukraine. I'm in OSA, IEEE, and SPY chapters here in Kharkiv. Actually, I don't have memberships in German, and of course, topic of my work it's magnetic resonance microscopy for diagnostics of super high frequency metamaterials and nanocomposites. Actually, when I was a child, I was in my third year of education in school. I visited the university where I studied my father. And, I fell in love in this place. I mean, this university. There was an exhibition of the second floor on that day, and there I found a lot of interesting devices, but some of them was more interesting than another. It was transparent glass sphere, and I thought that this sphere is something amazing that I don't understand, but I need to understand it. That's why I all my school life wanted to study in this university, but study on optics. I mean physics of optics, and that's why I was go to my university, my now university, and choose optics as my future specialty. So actually, this reason, and as far as my research area, it's not actually optics as general sense. This is high frequency range and magnetic fields. As said by my professor, this is the same physics, but just different ranges. So, but namely, my research interest in high frequency range and magnetic fields helped me to get to Germany. Kharkiv National University of Radioelectronics, Kharkiv, Ukraine, yes, my love. In uni I learned the main aspects, optics, physics, laws, formulas, and got an understanding of all of this in my future profession. Then I passed exams on postgraduate position in this uni and started to work with real experimental equipment, with theory of real experiment, with different samples, for example, magnetic nanoparticles or structured ferrites, and try to apply these results of experiments in our life and in life of science. Actually, the reason was my scientific project, my PhD work, yes, thesis work. I need to create some samples for my future analysis of changing of magnetic properties of these samples. So I need to go to Germany and started to create the samples, and then come back to Ukraine and check all changes in this material. Actually, my professor said to me that, we have a position in Germany. Actually, I think that I know that you knows how it works with lasers, how all of this can work together, and you need to try. So I tried. Unfortunately, no. We had financial support just from DAD and BMBF funds from German side. Oh, it's an interesting question. First of all, I think it was German language. I didn't have time to learn it previous time. That's why I had a fear of communicating with other people. Really, I have a big fear. Second one, transport system. It's immense and impressive. At first days, I understood nothing, but later I tried to read and think, and it helped me. And of course, the principle of money drain. It's very unusual when its relation to Ukrainian language, the numbers speak backwards. It influence superb. because I got acquainted with the new, for me, of course, research system, education system, new principles of life. Sometimes because I didn't know this country, I didn't know people that lived there. So it's all of this was new, and I found a lot of friends, colleagues, and ideas. I think it was very nice for me. Actually, unfortunately, I didn't have experience in industry, but after my research trip to Germany, my boyfriend and me, started a startup here in Ukraine. It's fabrication lab that call DI lab. Yes, it's like a semi-Ukrainian name for this lab. We have a team, beautiful team from hardware engineers, software engineers, biomedical, optical, and other engineers that make, I think, our university students and of course world in general better. I think my current non-academic achievements, it's our Fab Lab, because because this Fab Lab is have some relation to my academic life, yes, and to Germany. My personal academic achievements, I think, it's my position as assistant lecturer here in my university. So actually, I can read lectures to Ukrainian and foreign students on different subjects at my university. And for all of this, I need to say that thanks to Germany, because I received that experience that helps me now in this area. When they start something, they don't need to fear. Because it's a really big problem if you fear to do something and you just stopped and you can't move in every way. So if you have plans or dreams, you need just start to do it. And a small advice for me, when you will go to conferences, you don't need to fear to speak with people or ask professors, I don't know, and other participants about some questions about, I don't know, maybe some moments. So you need just to speak. After this point, you will live as all other people in this world in different countries. They honor to time because they are pedantic people. They are very kind and respectful to you, even if you are foreigner, it doesn't matter. And in my opinion, Germany opened my eyes. They shows me that different countries have a different culture, and you need to maybe understand this culture, but you actually can take this culture in your life. Some points from this culture to your life. It will be more interesting for you, and maybe you will have a more impressive history of your life. What about equipment and academic life? Equipment, yes, was different because we don't use here in Ukraine. We don't use lasers because it's not our specialty. Here we have another equipment. High frequency and magnetic. Another one, it's some interesting moments when all people who work in labs, they have a lunch together. So in one place, in one room, all of them can have one lunch for all of them. Here it's not the same. Here maybe you want to eat alone, or you want to go to a cafe with someone else. Actually, it doesn't matter. They don't have short reports about your work alone of week. So here, for example, my professor all week said to us, so guys, so what you have, what results do you have? There, I didn't hear about it for all time. What interesting. Of course, there are people don't want to they thought that you have your working place, yes, and they don't go to your working place if you don't ask about it. So all of them works in one room, for example, yes, but all of them work on each I don't know, question or maybe project or exercise, yes, and they didn't ask to each. If you want to ask someone about, for example, some question, you need to write him, ask did he have a time, yes, if yes, you can ask him about something you need. Actually, yes, I think that through German-Ukrainian project, yes, of course, it will be better for, in all ways, online conference, of course, seminars, personal online contacts, and especially in our COVID-19 quarantine time, because now we have a lot of problems with this quarantine time, and we can't fly to Germany and do something. We need just write and asking about feedback, some feedback, and then do our work and write feedback to Germany colleagues. So yes, just online position.